Okay, to start the inspection, we're going to select template and we're going to clone it. Now this, you want to be careful that you do clone it, because if you don't clone it, you're going to be adding information to your inspection that you don't want to be on your clone or your template. You always want to clone it and start with a fresh inspection. Now here you can see that it populated the address. We're going to put in the name. Next, our start time. And then next, we're going to do our walkthrough at 6 o'clock. Temperature 72, weather sunny. Now we're back to our home page, main page, and we've got 5 main elevation pictures that we can add here. I like to take them at the 4 corners, and then you have an extra one in case you have an area that maybe is hard to photograph. So I find the best photo to start with, and this one actually looks pretty good. So we'll do our first picture here. We like it, we'll use it, and then we're going to scroll to the next one, tap the photo, and come over and take our second photo. Okay, so then we'll start from there. Now what we'll do is we're going to go around the house, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to select from one category to the next. So we don't have to typically stay in one category and find all those items. So let's go up here. We've got a doorbell that doesn't work. So we're done with this page. We're going to go to Add Finding, Appliances, and then Doorbell. We're going to take a picture of our doorbell, our non-working doorbell. If it looks good, we'll use it. Now we'll go to our favorites, and we're going to say that it needs replacing. So we're going to copy that, and then we're going to paste it, and it puts in the verbiage that we chose. It's going to mark it as work needed and amount for the repair. Now if you want to change that amount, let's just say you figure it'll take $65. You can change that. So you have that option. Now one thing you'll notice is with this being marked work needed, that is going to add it to the remediation report, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. So let's look at our door. We're going to go to Structure and then select Door. So we have some finish, maybe some damage to the door. So we're going to go ahead and take a photo. We're going to use it, and there it is. Again, we can go to our favorites, and let's just say that it needs some work around the trim and some painting. So I'm going to copy that, paste it in, and there it's populated, so we can move on. So now let's go around to the back, and as we're going, we can be inspecting, looking for things, and if we find something, don't feel like you have to stay in a category. Say we've got a window here. Now we're simply going to, here we're going to stay in Structure. We're just going to select Windows. Say we have a bad window here, take a picture. Okay, we'll go to our favorite again. And let's say that we have lost the thermal seal. We're going to copy that, paste it, and there it is. And so it's another repair item, and we're building that remediation report. Okay, so we're going to move on. And now I know I'm getting close to my next picture area. So I'm going to go back to my home, scroll past my 2 photos, get the next position, the next photo. Now with the iPad, you have dark areas. You can actually tap that, and it will lighten up the photo and give you a little bit better exposure. Here I'm going to get a little bit better photo of the back. So we'll include that. Again, we're walking through during our inspection. We're looking for our next item. I can see my AC is coming up. So I'm going to go back to Add Finding, Heating and Air, Cooling Equipment. I'm going to take a photo, and any issues that I find there, I can add to it. The next item we have is our electrical. Choose Electric, Service Panel, and again another photo. And this is dark, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on the flash. Try to get a little bit better photo. And there we go. And now we're going to change to plumbing. Take a photo. Now, because we're in the kitchen, we have other categories in here. So we're going to switch to appliances. Dishwasher is at the top of the list. Take a picture, save and use. We're going to switch to our disposal and get a picture of that. And a lot of times it's dark, so you can add your flash. Get a nice photo there. And now let's move on to back to our plumbing. We're going to go to our first bathroom. We're going to take kind of a establishing shot that kind of shows as much as we can of the bathroom. And then any related photo will be below that main establishing shot. So let's say I've got a loose toilet. I'm going to take a side picture. And from here I can go into my favorites and again find the one that describes a loose toilet, copy, and paste that in, and we're good. Now you can see that our numbers in the plumbing are sequentially marked. So let's say I want to move this photo up. I change that to the number 1 position, and then you can see how it changed. Now we got 1, 2, 3. So this gives you the opportunity to come back to this same bathroom and add, maybe you've got a leak that has developed after running, and you can add that photo, and it's going to be relative to that established shot that you made of that bathroom. So it keeps all the repairs under the main photo of that bathroom, so you can keep things in orders. And it just lets you have flexibility in moving your photos around. You can keep taking pictures. Don't worry about space. So we'll select water heating equipment, and we'll add our photo. And if you want closer photos, you can get up close and you can see the high detail that you get in your photos. Again, don't worry about photos. Take as many as you can, because you'll never regret taking too many. You can always erase. You can see at the bottom here, we got a total of 22 pictures, 5 that need remediation. Now, if we want to see those, just select 5, and now you can see just those items. So this allows you to kind of be the summary for when you do your walkthrough. You can talk about these and you can kind of keep track of what it is you need to talk about, and it helps you not forget what some of the things you found. And in some cases, maybe you won't be able to go outside, but you can actually tap on a picture, open it up, and view it in larger, and you can talk to your client. You can explain some of the things, and then don't have to actually take them out here, especially if you've got issues on the roof. You're not going to drag them up there, and this just allows you to view what you found. And these pictures will be nice and large in your report as well. So back to view all. Now you can kind of just go, hey, what am I missing here? You can kind of just get an idea of what you've got. And when you're ready, then you remember you just need to go back here at the bottom to add finding, and you're back to your categories. Now, you've got a second page that is going to show your status. So your garage opener, you may have a home that doesn't have a garage opener, so you're going to deselect and say not present, and then you'll probably want to remove these comments. So you're just going to simply delete those, then it doesn't appear in your inspection. So if you want to add something, you can go to your favorites, and here we're going to copy these comments, add it in, and there it is. So it's as simple as that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to now go to our infrared. And we have and are using the FLIR Pro, which is a fantastic camera. And then with the iPad, of course, you get to see the full screen instead of a smaller handheld that many of us are used to. Well, this gives us so much of a viewing area, and this is great for the final when you're walking through and they show up and they see you doing an inspection on the home with your infrared. They love to see this, and what we'll do is we'll take some pictures of some of the items that we're going to look at, and we'll include those in our report, and we'll show you just how easy it is to add to your report, and you can also mark it up in your iPad. So let's go ahead and go out to the electrical panel. We'll take a picture of that. So with your panel, you're going to be able to see overheating breakers or wires. So we just take a photo. Now it's saved. And then from here, we're going to run back inside. We're going to look at our plumbing, any place that we want to kind of inspect that maybe we're suspecting that there could be some water intrusion or leaking. Maybe a repair that has been done. Sometimes they don't quite get done like they should, and they're still leaking. So this kind of lets you verify a previous repair that had been done, but maybe it's still leaking. So we'll take a picture of it. And there you can see it. And we took the picture, so now we're going to save it. Go to our photos, and there it shows up. We just select, we're going to edit, and we're going to rotate this so that it's where we want it. Now from here, now we can mark it up. We can select the width of our marker. We can choose a color. And now if we want to highlight or if we want to draw an arrow, that can be done. Then we're just going to click done and save. We're going to go back to our app and we're going to go to electric and our panels. Now here you can see we're still in our status page. So we're just going to go back to our photo section. And here we're going to select our photos. And here's the one we want. Import it. And there it is. We're going to go to our plumbing. And here we're going to add our photo. There it is, all marked up. And let's say we don't have a description in there. We're just going to say infrared shows leak. And now here I can mark that as work needed. And then I can put an estimate on there, 125. So there we're done. Now we're going to go to view all. This shows us back all of our photos again. We can see to our left we've got total pictures and again our remediation. Now we have 6 items in there and we have a grand total of $796 worth of repairs. So as we're going through the inspection, this number is automatically increasing and updating as you go. And this is all being saved instantly, so you don't run the risk of losing your data. Okay, we finished our walkthrough. I've finished the report. I'm going to show you how easy it is to send a report. We're going to go home, go back to our main category, and select Signatures and Reports. And it's done, and then your client will sign. And then here, we're going to change this to certified. Now, preliminary is kind of meant for pre-inspections or listings, and that's where you're going to come back and maybe reevaluate after they've done some repairs. Then you would mark it to certified. But this is basically a certified residential inspection, so we'll leave it there. We're going to skip down to our remediation estimate, and we'll go ahead and look at that. We'll cancel, delete. Then over here, we can actually go to our launch center. We're going to actually see, okay, there you can see your main photos, your main elevation photos, and your items for the repair. Nice big pictures, description, estimate of cost. I love these infrared. And then we'll have a total at the bottom, total estimate. Now you'll see you've got these Home Advisor links. Those are meant for your client, so do not click on those. Otherwise, they will start getting calls for estimate from contractors in their area. So these are meant for them, so just don't click on those. This gives your client and your agent something to negotiate with. It gives them some numbers to work with and some repairs. So one of the biggest powerful tools that we've got here is that link to Home Advisor, because it will give them more information on doing these repairs that they're going to be concerned about. Whether they get fixed or not, they still want to know what those are going to cost.